to Dublin International Short Film and Music Festival.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an amazing year.
Good. If you can tell us a little bit about yourself, about your project and the awards that you won tonight.
So I'm Randal Plunkett. I'm the director, producer, cinematographer, writer, editor of Marauders. And we did very well today, as you can see. I didn't win both of these, but Paul, who is one of our supporting actors, won the Best Acting Award. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today. And then we got to Best Pilot, so that's fantastic. Never ever won one of those, so this is a unique experience for me.
Brilliant. Your film is a little unique in terms of the period of time.
Yeah.
When I watch it, it reminds me a little bit of, in a way, Mad Max type of feel to it.
We were going for the Mad Max Vikings.
Mad Max Vikings.
Yeah.
That's a quote for a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it. Like, how did that come about?
I'm an environmentalist. I'm an environmental spokesperson. That's one of my other things. And because I represent that, I'm also a filmmaker. So, you know, the best way to say something is to create something. So I wanted to create something that is a drama about what we might be dealing with in the future, which is a dysregulated climate and how the world will become. So basically miserable stuff. But I'm Irish, what do you expect, you know?
Well, again, a message has to be strong for it to be impactful.
Exactly, and not boring. So we wanted
Absolutely.
guns and girls with guns, and we got that. So
you most certainly did.
Nobody looked like they were clean. They all needed a bath, but it was all we tried to go for authenticity.
And I think you reached it. I think you got it. Anything in the pipe that we should be looking forward to?
This is, we hope that it's going to kick off maybe next year. We are sending it around to some finance things and etc. And hopefully, fingers crossed, legs crossed, eyebrows crossed, everything that we get this. And this would be possibly a new TV series, or they make it a film, we'll make it a film. But
why not?
You know how these things go. We'll take what we can get.
Absolutely.
And then apart from that, I'm shooting a lot of films because I'm a cinematographer. So I'm enjoying it. It's fantastic to be here in places like this because you get to see other people creating, and you really realize when you're here, wow, I got so much work to do.
It is, and you can also see the difference between movies that had money, but okay, and movies that didn't have money, but they had an amazing crew, story, and everything else.
It's interesting that you say that because our movie surprisingly looks really, really expensive, but we really didn't have very much money actually, and all the money we spent was actually just on food. So everything there, we were recycling, we were pulling out of like old tractors and stuff. We literally just had volunteers. Most people didn't get paid. Sound is only what we spent money on. And so that was it. Yeah, it shows. And we had something, and some of those didn't have anything. Some guys spent 3 years on their film. Thankfully, I didn't spend 3 years on that.
There you go. Yeah. And one last question I'm going to ask you. Can you give me your overall experience at the festival? What did you think? So
when I first met Florian, who's in charge here, or at least it was his idea, or I think it was perhaps yours and his idea. Yeah. But when he started this 13 years ago, I think it was the first year I was here.
Yeah.
And then there was like a sabbatical of a good few years because I didn't make any shorts and etc. And I gotta say, the movies are much better now. It's a much harder ballpark to win. Some of those international movies are ridiculous.
Tell me about it.
So it's good to see that the festival has grown. It has a great reputation around, and I will be back next year if I can get anything good enough to be here next year.
Well, even if you just come to watch, we'll be more than happy to have you.
I have a lot of good memories here, and I finally have something that remind me of this place. So thank you so much for having me. And keep doing what you're doing. It's great work what you do.
Thank you very much. It was great having you here.